What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna get straight to it. This ain't gonna be too long of a live. But as we can all see, if you haven't already, you don't know, Donald Trump, I don't even think a day ago, 2 days ago, broke the internet by going on a Joe Rogan podcast. The Joe Rogan Experience is what it's called. But he went on the Rogan podcast. Kind of did the Trump talk thing shit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of trumped it out, but nonetheless, he did give his side on shit. He even admitted he was wrong with some things. He even was vulnerable to say that even some of the shit people doing to him, he would probably do to your ass because it's about that money on. You know what I mean? He just kept it a buck. He was like, I'm about that money. If you listen carefully, he's like, look, hey, this is a money move. The president is y'all taking this shit too serious. This is how Donald Trump was coming off about this shit. The way he talk about it, it's like y'all are taking this shit entirely too serious. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all taking it too. That's the vibe I'm giving off. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump. He trying to make you feel like it's not even that serious. You feel me? And that's a good strategy, you know, going on a podcast and shit like that. Now we have Kamala Harris going on Shannon Sharpe, right? Podcast. Which is a fucking direct. You did it a day after. Like, it was a direct response, first of all, to it. Traditional media is dying as we see it. Traditional media is dying as we see it. Like, as it's so crazy. Because traditional media is dying as, like, other things are going up. This is why niggas is losing jobs. Because the internet is slowly starting to turn into what the world is. You know what I'm saying? I think people want virtual to reflect reality rather than the other way around. And that's what we see going on. That's why AI is so popular and shit like that. And I think people got to get a grip of it. If we get a grip of it, I think we'll be fine. If not, we're going to let virtual try to reflect it. Try to make that your reality. That's what you're going to believe in type shit. I mean, I can see that happening. You know what I mean? And the takeover might be so silent and sudden. And, you know, it is what it is. You can push one button, turn all this shit out, push another button, nobody controls it. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, y'all? What's up, Reba? Sub cool. But yeah, seriously, man, let's take a moment and not now. Don't worry about the votes. Don't worry about no votes. I ain't trying to make you vote for nobody. You feel me? You know who I vote for? Donald Harris or Kamala Trump. That's who I vote for. I vote for Kamala Trump or Donald Harris. That's who the fuck I vote for. But look, I ain't trying to make you vote or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to see for your eyes what's going on with traditional media. Traditional media. Yeah, traditional media. You feel me? I had a glitch right in front of your eyes. But let's you know what I mean? Let's focus on that. Let's focus on people saying shit like TikTok is teaching them better than when they got out of high school or when they got out of college. They like to learn more about on TikTok than they do in an actual classroom and shit. Let's talk about how everything traditionally is getting challenged. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how information is being perceived so vastly, so suddenly, so fast. It used to be a newspaper. Now the newspaper is a blog. Now a news anchor is a nigga with a phone like me. If you see him enough, do it enough, you gonna be like, well, that's what he do. You get what I'm saying? Nigga gonna get the verified badge and all that shit. You start to get sponsors. I'm like, that's what he do. So I think traditional media will be here, like the old school way of labels will be here. Everything will still be here because it's the foundation of how that became what it was, right? But it's gonna be they're gonna have to revamp it again. I don't think we've never seen two presidential candidates go on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. 2 weeks. So with that being said, and it's a theory on that too. Where they purposely it's proven that they purposely put out stories to sway the masses, nigga. You know, it's I feel like it's a reason why shit don't get stamped. It just get publicized. It's a publication. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit don't get stamped though by people who really give a fuck. It should be a small group of people that's diverse, right? Not like 70, 80% type shit. Like for instance, 70, 80% of the historians is white or not just totally white. And y'all be talking about the history and why certain people in history ain't because nigga, y'all like the historians, nigga be the historians, and then that shit'll be different. Stop bitching and complaining about history. Who trying to rewrite it? And look who rewriting it, and then go fuck with them. Take their jobs. You know, we're taking our jobs. Go take their job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just with history, though. Y'all mad at who's appointed. It is what it is. I don't think we've ever seen presidential candidates that the families so active on social media. They use it to influence, but it's a lot of, hey, you should go here. You know what I'm saying? You should go here. We haven't seen this. Before the election is what I'm saying. Yeah, you will see a ex-president, 5 or 10 years after they removed and shit, and then they'll go on a podcast. We've never seen two presidential candidates, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Use podcasts like this before. Traditional media is shit. That shit dying, man. It's gonna be around just like anything that's been around for hundreds of years, but it's gonna have to, once it gets challenged, something has to change about it. You feel me? Kamala Harris going on Shannon Sharpe. Donald Trump going on Joe Rogan. That's this. They do it a day apart too. You feel me? That's huge. Make it into a spectacle. Make it into a show almost. But this at the same time, like shit. What's the quickest way to talk to people? Billions of people. A podcast, motherfucker already got 10 billion subscribers, 2 million subscribers, you know what I mean? Whatever. And then it's like, shit, people gonna talk about me. So people are gonna be subconsciously thinking about the choice. Then it's gonna make a motherfucker like, well, you know what I mean? And then I feel like too, it helped like humanize them a little bit. Because people look at the president, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's this very important pivotal role in society and shit. Almost make you feel like you can't comprehend what they doing, you know what I'm saying? One thing I do like about both sides is they give you a little insight. That's what I'm not gonna say this, that's not what we haven't gotten that from other presidents, but we haven't gotten like what they're doing while they're doing it type of shit. We haven't gotten that. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten, like I said, they be like 5, 10 years removed, 20 years, you know what I'm saying? However long it takes, and then they'll go do interviews and shit like that. But we're seeing it in real time. You know, and I think they both get that. I mean, it's called a race for a reason. It's a race. Who gonna get the most out of it at the time? Like, and then Joe Rogan is just doing his job by bringing in a big guest. Shannon Sharpe just doing his job by bringing in a big guest. He already got a big interview. Joe Rogan is chasing Shannon Sharpe. So we see that now, too. It's Shannon Sharpe versus Joe Rogan, by the way, too. Let's not get it fucked up. Joe Rogan is trying to, you know what I'm saying? Definitely trying to compete. He want that 40, 50, he want that 100 million interview. The views and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a shit ton of watch time, man. That's a lot. You get me? You don't imagine how much watch time is on 100 million. For like a 3-hour episode? Shh. You're good. What's up, I Drop, Tedrick, G Cool, Reba, Cool was good. That's for y'all to say, not me. You feel me? That's for y'all to say. We always know people gonna endorse them. They're gonna use entertainers. They're gonna use people from different different walks of life, different like genres of things and shit. You know, that's expected. It just depends on who they align themselves with. And Donald Trump, no. This is, I mean, divide and conquer too. You know what I'm saying? But Donald Trump, no. You know what I mean? Like he appealed to a certain crowd. He's been around. He's been lucky to be around people. You know, just say it how it is. You know what I'm saying? Black people and white people, like very black people and very white people. So he has that mix. Kamala Harris came in with the whole. This is how everybody perceived. I'm just going off what people were saying. This ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Just reporting on it, kind of just my telling you. You know what I'm saying? They was looking at her like she ain't black. She ain't blah, 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 blah. So that kind of made her have to prove it in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. It's just one of them things. Shout out to Cool Podcast Radio, man. I go subscribe to him, man. Shout out to him, man. But I wanna point out this is why you see Donald Trump with an older white dude talking to an older white dude, because that's this crowd. And you see Kamala Harris trying to appeal to the black people. That's why she on Shannon Sharpe, nigga. It's all planned. It ain't for no reason. I can only imagine if you flip it. Think about Donald Trump on Shannon Sharpe and Kamala Harris on Joe Rogan. Would it have made sense? I don't know. I think they probably would have been that. I ain't gonna lie. I think Donald Trump would have had a big episode, you know, a big impact wherever he went. Like people was gonna watch that shit regardless of where the fuck he went. You know what I'm saying? He could still go on Shannon Sharpe, bro. That'd be funny. Donald Trump need to go on Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him like he definitely need to like do that. That'd be so funny, man. That would have probably do more than Cat Williams. Only because of what's going on, and that shit will run up in the news and everybody will pick it up. Shannon Sharpe, if you see this, nigga, get Donald Trump on your motherfucking shit. Then you'll look like the person that ain't picking no sides. Because that's the type of role that you be trying to put out too. Like, nah, I ain't picking no sides. Well, get Donald Trump on your shit. Joe Rogan look like, ain't that about a bitch? Because it already looked like you got Kamala because Joe Rogan got this on that. So you got to get one up him again. You already one upped him, but he one upped you on this one. I see it. We see it. The public see it. It's Shannon versus Joe. You feel me? It's the experience versus the club, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, that's this live is to show you seriously. Like people watching me watch this, you know, watch my channel. The traditional media took a hit just with these two people doing this during the race, because usually you'll see them go on some type of panel on a news station, or you'll even see them go on the radio stations. They used to go to the radio stations. I remember. They used to go to the radio stations, pop up there, talk to the governors and talk to this and that, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. So now we seeing them go online, like we seeing them go past publications. They like fuck the publications, like fuck the articles. It's about blogs, interviews and shit. And whoever got a loud voice that aligns with the crowd and even sometimes doesn't, we're gonna go there because that's gonna cause a ruckus, and my name's gonna stay up. And it's all about winning the polls. And then if you say I won 2 states this week, she say she won 5, Donald Trump say, well, shit, I just won 1 out of that one, and I got 2 more on the way. It's just like this continual, it's a race. Now, this particular race right here, you could say it's divide and conquer, but you gotta, if you take it that way, then that's how you take it. But I mean, it's good to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Hillary ran, right. My point being, they letting you know what I'm saying, women in the system a little more. We starting to see women faces more in the justice system and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of more so black than anything. You know what I mean? But you feel me? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Appreciate y'all coming in the phone. But let's see how many people we got so far. But I'm telling y'all, when the last time you watched the news and trusted it, especially ever since they said Fox News be lying 50% of the time and all this other shit, right? It just be a lot going on and then they fire people and hire people to try and build on agendas after people get tired of saying the same shit that they know ain't true. You know what I'm saying? That should be a lot, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Shout out to the likes and the viewers, man. My people saying yes. I wish he would have did it on the same day on some when Kendrick dropped after Drake. Oh man, she should have dropped that bitch. Ugh. She did. She kind of did. She did it. Boom, right then and there. She did. She did it today, right then. So hey, you can't say nothing about that. You know what I mean? But when I'm telling y'all, man, we're gonna see more of this, more of it. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about that. I'm you know. And then I think they're not seeing through it, but it's like getting old. You know what I'm saying? The same concept and shit on how people doing shit. So I think that also is like a resurgence of like a new way for the politicians to kind of like break through the certain barriers and shit. And then it kind of gives you that feeling of like, oh, free speech. Like they can say what they want. They look more human, but they talking to someone. And some questions do be legit. Other ones you could tell that they didn't ask because of what was probably asked of them before they did the interview. You know what I'm saying? But you can't control everything. You ain't gonna get everything you want and shit all the time. You're just gonna get some of the things you like some of the time. Work with that, and then you can build from that. But I watched like the first 20, 30. I only watched Donald Trump interview full because I had the whole day to do it. I watched like 30 minutes here, and I watched 20 minutes here, throughout the day and shit. Haven't finished the Kamala one because it just came out, and I just literally just went live. But I do get the gist of it. They basically trying to make it entertaining as possible. And it's called a race for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get as many people as they can interested in that. They want people to vote for them. You know what I'm saying? They want to show that they're, in a sense, more popular because they have a better connection with the people when they talk it. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about how people feel when they say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about something else, man. You know what I'm saying? We got, obviously everybody knows what's going on with Diddy, right? But what I haven't seen a lot of people say, because they focus on, I mean, the obvious, right, is how much he's actually lost over the years and shit. Well, really, how much he's lost since this has happened. Because I think he started this shit kind of started. It started a little bit ago, like, you know what I'm saying. I guess it's been brewing up for a long time, but it started a little minute ago, and he's lost almost half his net worth. I think he was worth 750 million, 1.40 million. Considered a billionaire with the assets and stuff like that. And now he's only worth like 400, which isn't a bad number, right? But they say that number's not going up, it's going down. You get what I'm saying? So taking Diddy out of the situation, if you were a part of something, they could come and freeze your assets and you know, take all like anything like physical you could use to help yourself with away, because they're gonna take you away from that. And then they're gonna freeze your assets on top of that. So it's like game is locked, it's sealed, it's over, it's done with. It's OV, you feel me? It's not a it's a lot. Like there are continuous things that's going on with them, and then now they saying that when somebody was 10, he fit. I mean, it's y'all see the new report. Like when he was, it's getting ugly now. There's blogs are picking up. His name is with kids and shit now. You get me, kids and shit. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. You know what I mean? For me, I don't know, bro. I can't rock with that shit. I can't rock with that shit, bro. I can't rock with it. If it's true, cool. If not, putting that out there about him is fucked up. Um, However, if you could use your brain a little bit, if you got all that going on, somebody in there at one point in time probably wasn't, especially with him being around certain people at certain times. Somebody in there wasn't. You know what I mean? Let's say this, even if, flip side of this, let's say he didn't know it was certain people that was underage there. It didn't matter because you look so bad that when the shit happened, we gonna say that that's you. You get what I'm saying? So at this point, it don't even fucking matter. The court of public opinion already sees you as that. You feel me? I'm telling you, man. But we all, I mean, we ain't gonna say we know, but you can just online, just clips online. You feel me? You can tell it's certain shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta, I mean, deal with that. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm telling y'all, man, take him out of it. It's like freezing somebody assets who was a billionaire. They kind of did. They tried to do this to Kanye. They just ain't lock him up. Say, yeah, you ain't lock him up. But they was taking shit away though. They took some shit away. You feel me? But what are y'all thoughts on this shit, man? Cause I really what's up, Pharaoh Rocky, Aloha, what's good? Aficionado. Saturday, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Couple hundred. Yeah, man. So what's some new music? If y'all heard any new music? Any new music y'all like? If y'all heard anybody that y'all wanted to maybe put me up on or something? I've been trying to check out new music too recently. Big Ass the Club made the Billboard 200 charts. The boy name is Yeet. Y-E-A-T, Yeet. Check them out. I think Lil Uzi dropping. I'm gonna check it out like 2 songs. I don't really like Uzi like that. I'm fucking with some of the stuff Yachty is putting out, but he always been kind of hit or miss with me. Trying to think of anybody else new that I missed. Nardo Wick, I think he probably got some shit dropping, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would perform better. Like literally. I wish he would perform better. You know what I mean? JH said, Jakku Podcast Radio said, all I know is North Korea is in Russia. That shit crazy. Then JH responds with, Jakku, the PR thing is because our EPA sued PR because of their trade waste. What do you mean by that? Drewski. What do you mean by that? Seriously, what do you mean by that? Like, but yeah, man. EPA sues PR over. Right. I think we getting somewhere now. I think we got some, you know what I mean? Man, this commercial long as hell. For about 4 minutes. I know about that shit by mistake, nigga. Now, this is the interaction that we need, though. You feel me? You know, people in the comments actually bringing shit up that I ain't even talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody who I was real surprised about, y'all. They trying to put Wiz Khalifa. Let me read this shit real quick. Nah, fuck that. Fuck Wiz Khalifa. Let me show y'all something real quick. Wiz Khalifa, he got some weird ass charges. Like, come on, man. Nah, not smoking weed. Nah. They must have cleared that up because I swear to God, I saw that shit. That shit is not up no more. Well, he got charged with some shit. In Romania smoking weed. I could have sworn there was an article. I'm telling y'all, they trying to put everybody in that shit. Wiz was like, hell no, he probably got all that shit taken down. Like, bitch, I sue the shit out of y'all. Hold on. So, Elon Musk, you feel me? SpaceX has been on the road, raking in billions of dollars in government contracts to launch NASA astronauts to the space station and satellites for military and national security agencies. It is now the dominant force in the launch industry. NASA will pay SpaceX up to $843 million to destroy the International Space Station. When the International Space Station, short for ISS, is finally retired at the end of 2030, the nearly 1 million pound vessel won't be left to drift aimlessly in its orbit, 250 miles above the ground. Instead, NASA will pay SpaceX to destroy it. One more. Let me give y'all some more shit. NASA SpaceX Crew 8 mission successfully splashed down at 3:29 a.m. EDT Friday off Pensacola, Florida, concluding a nearly 8-month science mission in the agency's 8th commercial crew rotation mission to the International Space Station. NASA's SpaceX Crew 8 mission successfully splashed down. Okay. After launching March 3rd on the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, NASA astronauts Matthew Dominic, Michael Barat, and Jeanette Epps, as well as Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Grabekin, spent 232 days aboard the space station. Recovery teams from the NASA and SpaceX quickly secured the spacecraft and assisted the astronauts during exit. The crew now will head to the NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, while the Dragon spacecraft will return to the SpaceX facilities at Cape Canaveral, Canaveral, Space Force Station in Florida for inspection and refurbishment for future missions. During that mission, crew members traveled nearly 100 million miles and completed 3,760 orbits around Earth. They conducted new scientific research to advance human exploration beyond low Earth orbit and benefit human life on Earth. Research and technology demonstrations included conducting stem cell research to develop organoid models for studying degenerative diseases, exploring how fuel temperature affects material flammability, and study how spaceflight affects immune function in astronauts. Their work aims to improve astronaut health during long-duration space flights, contributing to critical advancement in space medicine and benefiting humanity. All right, I'm gonna stop there. So basically, I read all that to say Elon Musk is with all that shit. You get what I'm saying? With all of that shit, okay? In the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan experience, Donald Trump said Space Force one time. One time. He said that shit one time. He said Elon Musk name more than he said the words Space Force. I read all that to say that's what Donald want to get into. I'm not saying I agree with what he's doing, but it's shit that we need like that to be like, okay, motherfucker, if it's going down here, how can we go up to come back down and make this better too? We probably can bring shit up there, down here to make it better instead of just waiting for it to fall all the goddamn time. Shit like that. Because we spending so much cash. Like he brought up one thing too that I feel like everybody could agree with because it affects everybody. Environmental laws and shit like that. Like certain ones I feel like certain laws that are in place definitely need to stay there for people to be regulated, for shit to be regulated. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's more so about like, when are we going to take chances in order to advance? You know what I'm saying? Some of the best moments come from when we kind of don't know where it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Just putting it into perspective, how else did we get advancements? We only got advancements when we like took chances on shit. Like we kind of knew about it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Dyson have engineered a machine to wash hard floors properly, using clean water to clean your hard floors. Then, itself, engineered to wash hard floors properly. Buy direct from Dyson.
And how are the numbers looking? We're landing at a strong 70 SPF. Mr. Toughness low for your scale is in vacation mode already.
All right, man. So about to end it right here. Probably like the last 5-10 minutes, man. Where y'all from? Shout out y'all state, city. You know what time it is. Where y'all from? Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. About to, you know what I mean? Probably roll something up, something real quick. But y'all do y'all thing, man. Where y'all from? So YouTube can know this shit is real. Like, where y'all? Or better yet, where y'all gonna vote from? Where is everybody from, man? Put in your city, state, area code, the restaurant across the street from your shit, down a gas station down the road, anything, you feel me? Where y'all from? What y'all want to represent? Like, where y'all at? You know, chilling out though. We on the down. We on the decline now on this motherfucker. I'm about to get the fuck about it in a minute. But y'all gotta let me know where y'all from. Shit, I'll try to let everybody rep that shit. I know people watching. They saying this and that. They reading the title. They like, nigga, this is what I'm on, nigga. Kamala Harris, nigga. Donald Trump, nigga. I'm like, hey, dude. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, man. I almost had 1,000 people last time I watched this motherfucker, so I appreciate everybody. I got a couple hundred on this one. I got way more likes though, so I appreciate everybody who actually tapping in. Y'all drop y'all city, state, area code, man. For you loneliness, you need a 7-year-old. Like out of Jenner.